Hello everyone, and thank you for coming back to Shiba Inu land. This date will mark the beginning of the next bull run for Shiba Inu. Recent news regarding Shiba Inu. This week, Shiba Inu, an alternative cryptocurrency that is based on Ethereum, suffered a loss despite the fact that the Ethereum blockchain had a perfect upgrade. As a result, market players searched for indicators that could tell them about the rate at which interest rates are increasing, which could indicate a decline in the value of cryptocurrencies. The date that will mark the beginning of the next bull run for Shiba Inu will be discussed in this video. Recent news regarding Shiba Inu. To view our most recent information on Shiba Inu pricing forecasts and expert analysis, make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get started with the video production. The price of Shib dropped to 0.000000, a 1174 USD during the most recent 24-hour trading session, representing a decrease of 10.52% from the previous week and a decrease of 21.51% over the course of the previous month. In addition, the recent drop in price was partly caused by other metrics as well. Just to give you an example, the ratio of the market value realized to the daily active addresses continued to decrease. In the coming days, these negative signals indicated that there will be an additional downward trend. As a result of this, market analysts anticipate that the price of Shiba Inu will drop by 25% this month, going from $0.000083 to $0.00000000. Additionally, the moving average convergence divergence of Shib produced a picture that was comparable to the one described above, indicating that the market was experiencing a bearish edge. The fact that investors are still looking for any indications of hope in the market is not surprising given the pessimistic outlook that has been expressed. In this regard, our preferred investment for the year 2022 has delivered exactly that to its early subscribers. It is a significant reason to have optimism for the years 2022 and 2023 to be sitting on gains of 100% and anticipating even more. There was a brief period of time when the price of Shiba Inu was flirting with the possibility of the beginning of a bull run. However, bulls dropped the ball due to the strength of the dollar in September, and the market instead experienced a return to school kind of moment, with the most significant loss occurring at 0.0000001209 USD. Important levels have been lost since the beginning of the month. It appears that another leg lower is going to be allowed as the Swedish Riksbank sets the tone for the market with a hefty 100-pound increase. If the Federal Reserve follows suit on Wednesday, it will cause a massive sell-off in cryptocurrencies on the back of even greater strength in the dollar. As a result of the unexpected increase of 100 British pounds BP by the Swedish Riksbank, the price of Shiba Inu is the responsibility of central banks. Despite the fact that Sweden and the SEK have very little to do specifically with cryptocurrency, the action has caused the markets to be on edge prior to the Federal Reserve policy meeting that will take place on Wednesday. A surprise increase of 100 basis points from the Fed would be a significant alteration for the markets. An avalanche of selling in equities and cryptocurrencies would have been triggered by the massive strength of the dollar. In light of the fact that the markets are becoming increasingly anxious about the possibility of 100 BPS, the price of Shib is therefore at risk of falling by 10% in the run up to the Fed meeting. You can anticipate substantially more strength in the dollar going in, depending on how Powell conveys this message. This will be sufficient to put pressure on a break below $0.00000965, which will result in the euro-dollar falling below parity and causing another sell-off in equities and cryptocurrencies. As a result of this, another region becomes available, which has the potential to have a decline unwinding towards $0.000655, which would add an additional 40% to the losses recorded for the year 2022. The other possibility is that the Federal Reserve will only raise interest rates by a smaller amount than anticipated while also delivering a dovish message. This would be the alternative scenario. A positive return of 11% would result from this, as well as a slight increase towards $0.0000012009 USD. Given that the red declining trend line, the historic key level at $0.00001209, and the 55-day simple moving average all dwell around that level as caps, that would be the maximum extent to which the short-term rally would ever go. A few significant modifications about the future Shiba Inu Layer 2 protocol have been disclosed by Unification, the developer of Shibarium. Details about XFUND as well as a Shiba swap bonus are included. Plans for the fourth alpha and public test nets of the forthcoming protocol are still in the process of being conceptualized, as stated in an official announcement made by the Unification Foundation. The plans for these test nets, which are scheduled to be implemented around the end of September or at some point shortly after that, are also reaffirmed by the news. Unification would like to remind the community that the deadline for the final claims for the XFUND is drawing near. After successfully minting the final XFUND on August 22nd, the Unification Foundation established a maximum claiming time of 1 month, which will end on September 22nd, 2022. Following the expiration of this deadline, the smart contract will destroy any XFUND tokens that have not been claimed. There is also the possibility that the ultimate supply would be lower than the 10,000 that was first intended, according to Unification. At the moment, there was a supply of 9,888. Until the next year, certain X funds will be available for claim in relation to the Shiba swap bonus. Despite the fact that the smart contract will burn any unused X funds, the announcement states that because it will be possible to withdraw any tokens that have not been claimed from the Shiba swap and XFUND yield gateways until the beginning of 2023. X funds will be transferred to the Unification Community Fund, however this will be contingent on the outcome of a proposed governance proposal. All players and members of the community who contribute to the advancement of the network through invention and other activities will be rewarded with tokens. To ensure that the network is prepared for all participants upon its official launch, the first public beta testnet will concentrate primarily on developers and delegators. It is also stated in the announcement that the impending public beta will guarantee that the open testing will be carried out. Additionally, there will be an opportunity for all validators who are interested to participate in the beta in order to get ready for the launch of the mainnet. The announcement also makes a commitment to providing support for the Ethereum merging. As a result of Unification's conviction that this is the most advantageous course of action for the whole industry, the organization intends to provide support for both ETH2 and the previous fork. In the future, we will make every effort to continue providing support for both the original fork and the new ETH2 network. We feel that offering the finest tools for all channels is beneficial to the blockchain community as a whole, given that Unification is working to promote any and all extensions of decentralization. In order to comply with the decision that was made by the community earlier, the network has officially stopped minting Bone. Bone, which is the official gas for the Shibarium protocol, has now reached the mark of $230 million at its current price, an upper limit that has been determined upon for Bone farming. In June, the community came to the conclusion that it would be best to stop minting Bone at a value of $230 million in order to provide Shibarium validators with access to the remaining $20 million as the complete maximum supply of Bone. In order to maintain normal protocol operations, a minimum of $20 million has to be available. Shiba Inu has also dropped hints about the possibility of launching several tokens as well, including Shi and Treat. In contrast to Treat, which will serve solely as a reward token, Shi will serve as the official stablecoin for the ecosystem. In a statement, Shytoshi Kusama indicated that Australia would most likely be the final test venue for the collectible card game Shiba Eternity, which is based on the Shib. It was in answer to an inquiry posed by a well-known member of the Shib community at Shib Alexander that Kusama made this information public.